Welcome to Monster Hunter Wilds, everybody. This is the Heavy Bowgun. If for one reason or another you want to stray away from the melee weapons of Monster Hunter and want to shoot monsters with a gigantic sniper, or you're like me who plays Monster Hunter on mouse and keyboard where aiming the ranged weapons is a lot easier to do, then this is the weapon for you. The Heavy Bowgun is one of the ranged weapons of this game that really lets you deal out a ton of damage at the sacrifice of mobility. And while there are certain mechanics that ranged weapons need to worry about, we'll go over some of the basics so that way you can get a head start on using this weapon. Alright, since this is the first ranged weapon that we're going over in this series, there's a lot of things that we want to go over. And if there's some things that I forget, I apologize. I'm doing this live. I'm bound to miss stuff, so please bear with me. First, one of the main things to go over is that ranged weapons don't need to worry about sharpness. As you can see, since we're not using the weapon to actually deal damage, we can just freely shoot the monster like this. Obviously, the thing we need to worry about is reloading the weapon once we run out of ammo. Luckily, that's just the press of a button. And now we've reloaded back to full. Next, I want to talk about being in optimal range. Once we pull out our Heavy Bowgun, you can see that our reticle is glowing orange. This means that we're in the optimal range for our damage. As you can see, we're firing normally and we're dealing a ton of damage. As we get closer to the monster, you can see that the reticle stops glowing, and now we're doing less damage than normal. Likewise, if we start backing up too far, you can see that the reticle also stops glowing. So it's a great idea to stand in this range where the reticle is glowing orange. That way you're doing the most damage as possible when you're using your normal ammo types. Speaking of ammo types, all Heavy Bowguns have special ammos that you could take along with you. As you can see, as we're using our scroll wheel, you can see a ton of ammo that we could use and switch into. If we want to switch into one particular, we just select the one we want to use, and now it is auto-equipped. So now we're using flaming ammo, and we're dealing fire damage. If you want to see what ammo types you could use for each Heavy Bowgun, you could check it in the equipment list. If we hover over to our equipment info, and right over here, you can see the ammo types that we could bring along highlighted in white. You can see what level of ammo they are and how much we have in each clip before we need to reload. Most ammo types do have a limited amount of use. As you can see, stuff like paralysis or flaming, we do have a limited use for those. There are 3 ammo types that we have infinite use for. We have normal ammo, which is our basic ammo. Pierce ammo allows you to pierce the monster, and spread ammo allows you to deal a ton of damage up close. The last main thing we want to talk about is the ignition mode, and ignition mode is activated once you press F. You can see we have this blue gauge on our reticle now, and this is when we're using our special ammo types. So here we're using Wyvern Piercer Ignition. This basically does pierce damage throughout the target, which is really nice. If we press R, we could use Wyvern Blast Ignition, which does blast damage to the target. Now, these are just 2 of the ammo types that you could use with ignition mode. As you can see, some Heavy Bowguns have different special ammos that you could use. The one I have currently equipped right now has Wyvern Piercer and Wyvern Blast, while this other one has Wyvern Heart and Wyvern Counter. Wyvern Heart Ignition is basically just a big rapid fire mode that deals a lot of damage, and Wyvern Counter Ignition is essentially an offset for Heavy Bowgun. One more big thing to know about Heavy Bowgun in particular is that, as you can see on the Heavy Bowgun, you can see what looks to be a little shield on our weapon, and that actually does work to guard attacks like this. When you're not firing, the weapon will automatically guard for you, which is really nice to do. However, you could also press a button combination to guard. So I'm shooting right now. I press the button. I guarded. In fact, I perfect guarded. So not only does Heavy Bowgun have a way to guard, but perfect guards allow you to clash with the monster. Yes, Heavy Bowgun can clash with monsters. I think that's pretty cool in and of itself. Alright, the last thing about Heavy Bowguns and Bowguns in particular requires us to talk to Gemma real quick. We want to head over to the equipment menu and choose the Customize Bowgun option. And here, you could choose whether or not you want to change the Bowgun's modifications. The first 2 prioritize whichever ammo magazines you want to use. You have options for normal, pierce, spread, or elemental boost. The bottom 2 allow you to change the ignition mode attacks. So you can choose whether or not you want that pierce attack or that rapid fire attack. Likewise, you could either choose between that close range offset or that wide range attack. Overall, I think that's basically everything I wanted to go over with Heavy Bowgun. Again, I apologize if I did miss a few things. One last little thing I want to showcase though is that if you are looking for more mobility, you can actually call your Sacred, and once you're on top of it, you could use your mounted weapon draw, and you can basically move around while firing on top of your Sacred. Obviously, when firing, you're not moving at the Sacred speed, but as soon as you unscope, you could actually start moving again pretty fast. And it's actually a very viable strat to actually fire on top of your Sacred. Of course, there's a few things to note. First is that you cannot use your ignition mode attack. You actually have to dismount your Sacred in order to do that. And of course, the other thing you are losing when you're on top of your Sacred is being able to guard the monster. All right, I think that actually covers everything I want to talk about with Heavy Bowgun. I think you're ready to fight some monsters. And by fighting monsters, I mean shooting them in the face, because, I mean, just look at this. This is what the monsters are going to experience. I mean, we're really going to give them a bad time, all right? I think we're ready. It can't be that hard, right? Okay, what better way to warm up with monster hunting than to fight a tempered monster? I don't think I fought too many tempered monsters, so you know what? It's a great time to start doing those, and especially with Heavy Bowgun. I mean, look, this is just some of the lower rank monsters anyway. How much harder can they be when they're tempered, you know?
Look at the size of that scar.
I can't even see the scar. Where is it? You know what? That's fine. We can just open up the scar with our bullets. Okay, I severely underestimated the sand. I didn't know the sand would be a big hindrance when fighting. All right, I'm gonna switch to Pierce Ammo. Pierce Ammo is a lot better to use. Okay, maybe not for this monster. I feel like I'm doing less damage. Oh my god, I keep getting hit. Okay, I just gotta not fire when he's doing attacks, because it'll auto guard. Gotta remember that. Okay, he just missed. Oh my god, the auto guard's actually pretty nice. I'm not gonna lie. All right, not paying attention to me now. I think we're ready to rapid fire. Okay, well, after the roar, I guess. Okay, one thing you have to remember is I have to hold control to access my potions now. Where'd the monster go? Where'd the monster go? Hello? Okay, it's just jumping up. All right, just take that guard. You know, I guess I can show off some of the mounted combat now. Let's get a little bit closer. All right, this is basically the same thing, except now we're on our Sacred. Yeah. Okay, now we got knocked off. Oh my god, look at the sunrise. What the heck? That was sick. What the heck? There's another monster? Oh, it's the same monster, except not tempered. We gotta get out of here. Okay, hopefully this other one just ignores me. Please leave me alone. All right, looks like it's just going down to the cave. This is a better place to fight, I would say. Can I go up and do a sneak attack? Is that even possible with that bowgun? It is possible. I'll see if I can clash with the monster. I clearly did not clash. Okay, I got sniped out of my Sacred. And of course, as soon as I got that wound attack, it's gonna move. This is what Monster Hunter is all about. Jeez, how far is it going? Oh my god, the flashbang exiting that cave. Okay, how did it not hit me that time? Okay, it just missed me again. I'm literally in front of the monster this time. It's not hitting me. What? Okay, I guess it just keeps whiffing. Okay, well, it's not attacking me. I guess we're just using our ult again. Calmness and ult. We're Punisher ulting right now. All right, some of the smaller monsters here will help me out. Thank you. Never mind, they're just running away now. Okay, I'm left by myself yet again. All right, this should be the end. Please tell me this is it. Please tell me. Please tell me. Oh my god, really? Well, I guess I'm not finished with it. Hold on. Oh my god. That was literally right at the end, too. Okay. All right, I made sure this time I have as much of the ammo as I can. So now we have stuff like thunder ammo, demon ammo, recover ammo. We got all of these loaded now. And you know what? I thought to myself, you know what? One tempered monster was already known to deal with. I'm gonna find another one. So here we are. I guess I want a real challenge, but I mean, using Heavy Bowgun is already a challenge in and of itself. Oh, look at that card. The auto guards can come clutch. Oh, not the poison. Why'd I find another poison monster? There's the stun. I'm gonna get hit by this. Yep, there you go. All right, let me just use an antidote. Get rid of this poison. All right, let's just use our special attack. You're not gonna hit me with that poison. I just keep running around like this. Oh, no. Oh, god, I was reloading. I'm just trying to break the thing on its head so it doesn't flash me. Oh my god. Okay, well, I guess another monster is here. Never mind, I thought the monster would at least fight. The monster's just really like being in my face, of course. It has to be possible to break the thing even with a Heavy Bowgun, right? All right, please, while I'm stunned, don't do anything. It just had to stun again. Thing is getting broken. All right, now I don't have to worry about the stuns. Wow, I can hit the wound from that far. That's actually kind of cool. Okay, I'm just standing in for poison. God, I don't learn my lesson, huh? Actually, you don't have this recover ammo. I'm just gonna shoot this at my foot right now. There you go. Oh, and I just got healed by my palico. Oh my god, what the heck? He really just came in, slammed the monster, and left. Oh my god, not the poison hitting me. Okay, and then we go again. Go again with the minigun. It's like I'm role-playing as the Heavy from Team Fortress 2, except I can only shoot it for like 5 seconds. Okay, it's just staring at a wall now. I don't know why it's doing that, but I guess if it just gives me more damage, I'm okay with it. Okay, well, at least I could carve it for materials. You thought I fell for your tricks. It only works the first time. I forgot he's not weak to shock traps. All right, the pitfall trap should do it, though. Alright, bit of an anticlimactic way. I knew I should have seen if he was one shot, but might as well just get the materials like this, you know? I'm seeing a lot of the lower rank monsters have tempered versions, so we'll just keep going with the tempered theme. You get Heavy Bowgun, not the ideal weapon to use, but it just makes it all the more challenging and a lot more fun. Okay, I was hoping the Lullabrina would not see me, so that's good. Alright, I think this is a monster that hopefully I could showcase a clash with, mainly because I haven't done that yet. Okay, if it gives me the opportunity to do so at least. Let's see if I can poison it. She'll be able to poison still. Oh yeah, it is take poison damage, perfect. I don't know what the freaking spider's trying to hit. The thing's over there. I don't think so. Oh my god, wait, it's fighting another monster. I didn't even see the Noshagama. To be honest, that Noshagama kind of had some hands for a second and then just got paralyzed. It's a sad story to tell, you know. I should be using my turret mode. Opportune moment to use this. I should be using this as frequently as possible, too. Oh, I thought it was turned around so I could guard. No way, just got double comboed. It's like doing the attacks, but it's not doing them right next to me. Yep, see, it just missed me again. It just missed again. Oh my god. I knew it was gonna attack. I just didn't guard in time. Okay, well, it missed the second hit this time, so I'm okay. Look at it just leaving as I'm stunned, man. Oh, I guess I'm on the monster. I'm on the monster with Heavy Bowgun. This is sick. All right, let's just use the finisher. Man, what a great way to showcase the weapon attack. Or of course the view would get blocked, huh? Just my luck, too. I broke the pedals, okay? Making some progress at least. I didn't realize there's a shock trap right here. Why did my Palico put it so far away from the fight? That's fine. Only Lullabrina just walked into it, so now we can just do more damage. Nope, no clash. Alright, I guess we're just killing the monster now. I guess it just really wants to be inside of its own den for the finale. Okay. Okay, the wound attacks finished it off. Thank you. Man, too bad the things it drops aren't more parts. They're just like slinger ammo that I don't need. Been pretty nice if those were dropping throughout the fight, but of course not. Alright, for being the first ranged weapon to go over, Heavy Bowgun does have some fun moments, you know? I like using that turret mode. That's my favorite out of the special ammos, and just being able to dish out a ton of damage like that is really nice. It's the reason why Heavy Bowgun has such really great fast clears against monsters is because it actually has a really high amount of damage that if you utilize correctly, it just sweeps through monsters. It's really fun to use. But that's gonna do it for the Heavy Bowgun. If you guys enjoyed, please like and subscribe. What the heck? Okay. But that's gonna do it for the Heavy Bowgun. If you guys enjoyed, please like, subscribe. It means a lot. It makes me want to make more videos. And as always, have a great rest of your day, y'all. I'll see you guys next time. I guess we just found Gemma just chilling over here in the sands. All right. Can we get a picture real quick? This is a nice photo, at least. This will do. Oh, okay. I guess that's almost sacred getting to the shot too. Fine. I guess everyone can be part of it. Let me just move the camera back. All right. One big happy family. Say cheese, everyone. All right, there you go.